It's just the best. But you've done it how many times a day?
Oh, I don't know.
I've been put in a fantastic location. This is one of the lookout points. This is called Lookout East. This is a Star Castle hotel, so on each corner there were certain sort of towers. You will see later on the pictures. And that's the job. I'll be doing this, but at the same time I'm testing Legria Canon camera, which I'm using now to film, and for this trip, for the next 2 weeks, I'll be using exclusively this camera for video footage, just to see the results, how it works. Right, what do we have for the job? We have, you've seen probably yesterday when I was outloading from the car in Penzance, and I'm already on the island. I had 3 bags. One was just my clothes, but 2 bags were pure equipment. So to start with, I have 2 tripods. Okay, this is one. The other one I'm using now to film, so you cannot really see it. But tripods are a must. I took also, besides the think tank suitcase, this time I took a backpack from Tamrak, because it's way easier when I'm going to move around the island. And tomorrow or the day after tomorrow I will get a push bike to move, to be able to cover larger distances. Yeah, cameras as usual. 2 on the axis, 2 cameras. I mean, what the other one is really more for filming purposes, just in case. But 99% I'll be using one with wide angles for our landscape shots. But you never know. One can break. You need a backup. So 2 cameras. In terms of lenses, my workhorse, which is a 16-35mm lens. Another, let's say, workhorse number 2, 24 to 70, 24 tilt shift for the architectural castle ruins, panorama shots. Brilliant, fantastic lens. You've seen before, 70-200. I mean, you don't leave home without this, and especially when I'll go on the other side of the island and I want to shoot the castle, overviewing the bay, which is quite, you know, from quite a big distance. I mean, you don't want to use 16mm, you are going to use 200, and I might be using, where is it? I might be using 2 times even converter to get this 200 into 400. I didn't bring the 300 with me because it's just too bulky, too big, and I don't think I would need it at this time. Fisheye, always useful to have, especially when you see this room, extremely small. So I might be using some shots with this, and you never know, I'll be shooting some pictures in the kitchen when they are serving food, preparing food. 50mm 1.2, fantastic lens with a low light, so I don't have to use too much flash. I mean, in any case, I have the flash with me, the 600 EX. You never know. You're going for a job, for an assignment, you might need it, so just in case, have it. Filters, tons of them, because the job is about landscapes, 90%. So I'm using almost exclusively leaf filters with a standard Lee holding system, holder mechanism. Actually, you've seen now I'm not using a typical Canon cap because I have a mounting ring on the lens, and Lee comes, you can buy also from Lee those white caps, so you don't have to screw it on and unscrew it, you just cover it and it's safe and secure. So with the lease system, I have with me few color filters like sepia, blue and strawberry. Of course the ND Graz from 3 stops to 1 stops. This is a hard one, but I also have with me the soft ones because sometimes I'm combining them. It all depends on the situations. The polarizer, and of course the big stopper, which I never leave home without this one. It's a fantastic filter. I have another ND filter which is just a 3 stops, quite useful. Sometimes 10 stops is too much, so for instance if you mix this one 3 stops with the polarizer, this takes about 5 stops of light, and this is sufficient enough. Sometimes you have to independently rotate the polarizer, so sometimes I'm using the 105mm polarizer. The only problem with this one is that on a 16mm lens on a full frame camera you get vignetting, so you have to use at least 21mm, so you lose this ability of having 16mm. Remote control, especially if I'm using the long exposures, so I'm on in the bulb mode, must have. And that's basically it. I mean, there's tons of other stuff, including something very simple like gaffer tape. Don't leave home without this. Manfrotto clamps, very useful. I have 2 with me this time. Chargers, discs, laptop, and that's about it. And now let's get to pictures. We'll see how we go. Let's get it, boys. Quite a tribute.